Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG Feed the Beast Revelation server, hanging out here at the farmlands, and it's time to do another set of base tours on the FTOG server. The purpose of the server, and I mentioned in the last base tour video, is, multiple times, is to build nice things. And rather than just living in a hole or having all your stuff in chests and boxes out in the open, which I've done, but did not do it here on this server, to actually, build something nice. And so we're going to go ahead and take a look at 3 different bases. And it's time to show off FuzzyRabbidDogg's base, and his build, it's big. That is a massive scaled building there, and I love the intricacies of everything going on there. Nice little skull in the front. It looks like a skull. You've got a clock on there, which says it's about 10 minutes to 3. But based off of my clock tower, it's always 3 o'clock. So I think his is either slow or mine's fast. I haven't figured out which. But this is just big time. That's just huge. I would say this is your kind of Gothic orc-like structure as far as the size and scale of it. Ooh, some lava over there. Very nice. And inside, it's a huge area. Let's drop on down. Inside, it's just massive. So you can have a lot of stuff going on in here. Just huge amount of space. Maybe a real big mob farm that has all the different mobs. He was talking about having that in there. Over here, got a little astral sorcery stuff going on, which I would love to get going, because there's some real fun stuff you can do with astral sorcery. And this is where he decided to actually move his base stuff into, and I like the size of it. It allows him, he said, to have more of a single chunk for all of his bits and pieces, and yeah, I can see why. And this is a very fun build here as well. And it's one of those things that I like about the scale of work being done here. This, were these free-handed? No, there were schematics that went on there. But then always there's that tweaking where you say, ooh, I want this instead of that, and do that other thing, and change some of the textures, and that certainly works. And what color? That's just oak. For a split second, I was looking at that and going, palm, because with everything else darker here, I thought that was a kind of a light stone. Anyway, some really good stuff, and I love the biomes around here. The red desert, it's just plain plains, and a really tall red desert mesa sort of thing. What is this biome? This is a canyon. Oh, very cool biome looking. So I love the look of this. This is just really cool looking, and doghouse, watch your step. And this thing is just massive for your primitive level, brutal architecture, and tons and tons of resources to put something like that into place. But it looks really, really good. So I'm here with a BigRenegade at his base, and I have to admit I love the look of his massive pagoda. Where did you get the inspiration for this?
I got it from McNoodle, who does the vanilla builds. It was initially set up as a Japanese castle. Mm-hmm. And I did a couple of modifications to it. The paper walls that I have up here in his build were stone with a wooden block in the middle with no windows. And I didn't really like that because I like having sun coming in. I like to be able to see out. So I switched it out, and I figured since it's Japanese, I'd go ahead and use the paper walls place.
Yeah, and it's a fun build. I know that you don't have that many emeralds, and so these are painted cobblestone, but they look really good, and it's far cheaper to do that. I really
true, but the one where you were standing, the one where you were standing here in the front actually is an emerald.
Ooh, an actual block of emerald right there.
Yeah, a lot of it around here that's on the walkways and that on the outside are actual blocks of emerald.
Yeah.
I found that the painted cobblestone was giving me FPS.
Yep, it can do that. And I do really like MC Noodler's work with the 3x3 chunk buildings. And that's where I got my inspiration for doing that. And I've modified some of his builds too on series and builds of mine because I really like them. And right now I'm playing with a 5x5 for a much bigger castle that's going to have a moat, and I'm stuck on the inside at this point. But I do like the look of this one. It's a very nice one. Let's run inside.
The one point that I changed out here on the outside was the place that he had around the bottom. They were only 1 block wide.
Yeah.
That was too narrow for me.
Yeah, a little bit more space.
Right.
And yeah, his stuff is all built in vanilla. And so, and it was also a couple years back, and so there was no concrete. And so I liked switching out some of the things with concrete in his builds, just because to me they look better to have white concrete than the white terracotta, which looks too pink for me. Unless you're actually going for pink.
Do you know how much fun I had getting the terracotta? It started out as cobblestone.
Yeah, but then you all changed it out. So there's tons and tons of room in this build, which gives you lots of storage space. But I think you've moved all your machines down below. So
Right, because I wanted to set this area up here as a living area. You know, I didn't want machines in here and stuff like that. And okay, one more level down. I get lost in my own building.
It's got a lot of floors. I think four floors, and then I found your elevator over in the corner. So you got plenty of workspace down below here for doing stuff. And I like how you've got switches to turn various things on and off.
At the moment, everything is off except my crafting.
Yep, which makes sense. So, just nice to have big works down here, and then further down here you got some plants going on, some cooking with blockheads, which is always loads of fun. Was that a snowman that you had in this corner? Or what was that?
Pardon me?
This area right here. What was?
All the fence. That's where Frosty was at.
Yeah, so a snowman there.
Yeah, but somehow, and I could never figure out how, he would occasionally escape from there. And I'd find snow paths all the way back through here.
Well, yeah, that's free snow. So,
Mm-hmm.
So what's with all the beets?
The beets were for doing emeralds. I have the merchant block here, the shipping bin, and 32 beets gets you an emerald. The whole concept was this was so that I could get all the emeralds I needed to replace that painted stone with actual emerald blocks.
Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yep, and the phone that should never ring.
Yep, that's what it is. Where does this go? Oh, this goes up to your little hobbit hole area.
Uh-huh. This was where that hole there where we were just at initially. I dug in here and then dug down and go all the way down. If we go down to the bottom of the tunnel area here, there's a large cavern system down there.
Oh, yes. We were talking about that. I looked at that earlier, and I was going, holy cow, for a simple reason. So heading on down.
I'm right behind you.
For that.
Right here at the bottom of the steps, I've since taken it out since I got Silk Touch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see all the crystals.
Oh, yeah.
This area right here was one large area of the resonating redstone blocks. Oh. The ones you block that turns to a liquid.
Mm-hmm.
And I've left this one open. This for anyone on the server that, for obsidian or whatever. I've got all the lava in that down here, source down here, and this was very natural. I'd put none of this in other than the walls to keep me from falling in it.
Yeah. Now there's just so much of the crystals. I came down here and I was going, holy cow, have they spread like crazy. So yeah, that was very interesting when I spotted this and I was going, dang, look at all those crystals.
Oh, and it spreads out around down here too. There is one spot, and I don't remember which way it went because I haven't been down here for a while. There's one spot down here where they literally, it's like an underground garden area. It's got trees and everything, but it's got the crystals growing around too.
But I like what you've been doing here so far, and look forward to checking out some of your other builds later. If you take the portal or waystone to the Brotherhood, you arrive here in this building, and the Brotherhood is 4 players. Happens to be Thorgal and Noctic and Goose and Smash. And they have been doing a mess of good stuff over here. Let's go take a gander. I do love how these heads track you. It's just so creepy. Anyway, as we come out of the teleportation building, ooh, daggers on there. It's pretty cool. I like the daggers on those banners. Let's go this direction first. We'll cross over this nicely bit of chiseling, and got a nice power station over there from the water. Got a real nice crop area over there. Yeah, we can fly. We can see. I love fountains, but nice good mess of crops going on over there, and some more industrial stuff going on over here. Tons of string being produced. We got the lily pads of fertility. There's the cyclic sprinkler, and when you need it, it'll go ahead and harvest up the stuff. And if we come in here, there's a bunch of string for making whatever string stuff you need to do. There we go. Close doors. I wasn't raised in a barn. And over here, this is a very calm, nice looking area here. You can tell that they've killed the dragons a bunch of times. That way they each have a good amount of GP that they can use. But this is the Botania area. You can tell by the pillar, or not pillar, but the pool up here. And my guess is they probably have the Botania mirror tied to that pool so that they all have an infinite amount, well, not an infinite, but they have a ton of mana available because all those point up to there. And let's come on down here because this is where the Botania goodness is. And I love the decorations going on. You can see where this is shooting up to the other one, but it's nicely hidden behind the living rock. And also down below we got some flowers down there, and I love the chiseled glass. It's looking really good. Tons and tons of cakes. So if they need mana, they got cakes, and that'll do all that they need there. Enchantment. Let's go take a look. Yep, there's Daisy. Here's Rascal over here. So this is obviously Thorgal's area because he always names his animals that way. Enchanting, flower petals, all the good stuff that you would expect. Your living stone, living rock, all that good stuff over there. So I do love how it's very accessible, but kind of hiding. So that works out very nicely. And I'm guessing these banners are I'm not sure if they're, oh, I see, there's the skull and crossbones on there. I see how they did that. That looks very much like a nice dragon head. Oh, I like that. Anyway, in here we've got poor cow. I'm guessing this poor cow is getting milked like crazy, and there's milk stored in there. And I'm pretty sure that Bessie's milk is what is producing the cakes. And a real Rube Goldberg sort of setup, because over here we've got these chickens or ducks are producing eggs. That's going to get dropped off and stored. We've got some wheat being harvested, some sugar cane over here to make sugar. All that's going to get processed through to make cakes and get dropped off in there. You know, it reminds me of kind of a real silly, messed up system to make, bales of hay. But I've seen better. All right, so let's head on this way some more. Boing. I like this area, and I like the use of getting some lava from the hills to bring on through to power up your stuff, because, you know, waste not, want not, always a good thing. Ferrarius. And tons and tons of smeltering. You can smelter all the stuff you need to smelter. Oh, yep, see, it's pouring in the lava right there. Useful stuff. And even more stuff for smeltering. Oh, and we even got some of the coke ovens and blast furnaces from Immersive Engineering. Always useful. And the concrete powder. I almost always do the actual concrete, but I do like a mixture of the two. I'm not a big fan of the speed boost you get from the concrete. Makes me feel weird, but and over here, whoop, nice little hallway mine shaft into the mining dimension, which is always a good thing to have, because, you know, you mine stuff there in the mining dimension, because, you know, hello, that's what it's for. And up here is the astral sorcery area. And I love the setup of that. Definitely want to get into that some more. That's fun. And this biome here is the crag. We've got some crag stones here and rocks and crag cliffs. I love the look of this. And what are these? These cold grass. Yeah, that's some cool looking stuff. Extra ducks. So let's come on back this way. Looks like the tidy bowl of power right there being done. Now let's come down into this. Hello, Dougie. Who are you? Brutus. So we got a restaurant over here, and we got plenty of good setups for making food, and plenty of different ingredients for making it, and some actually crafted food items. Looks like yogurt, some cheese toast, bibimbap, maybe sausage, all sorts of good stuff there. So all a bunch of good things there, and you know, you grab your food, come out here, have a seat, eat it, leave the dishes for somebody else to deal with, because that's the way you do it. All right, let's go past the tidy bowl of power, because we got a couple things over here, and I do like this setup right here. Boom. This is a blood magic area, and so you've got the altar here with the various runes set up, and a huge amount of blood being stored in there. And up above are, I guess, two different runes. It's been a while since I've done blood magic, but my guess is that you got the Well of Suffering going on here, and I can't tell what the other one is, but you want a Well of Suffering next to your blood magic altar so that you can store a whole bunch of blood there. That's not yours, because, you know, let other people suffer. Slates being processed here. I do believe they're slates. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think that they're slates. Let's leave this. And this building over here. Boom, boom. This, I think, is being made, golems are being made in here, which makes sense. You know, you've got to have the fire and water. You need a bunch of clay that you can work with, and make some golems for Thaumcraft, which is handy, because over this way is the Thaumcraft Tower. And if we take a quick gander here, come on in, got a bunch of Thaumcraft work being done in here. Something going on deep down in there, but love the silverwood tree in here. Tons and tons of Thaumcraft work being done around the side. And up above, if we jump up above, I love me a good tower. It's just always so happy having a good tower. All right, and this right here, we've got a very nice Thaumcraft altar going on, so we can make the various things, you know, using we in the royal sense. And let's see, can I go down? Here, all that cool stuff up here. I love these mirrors, the Essentia mirrors, because they can pull the Essentia that you need out of these jars through the mirrors up to where you need them. So there's one right here. Yep. So the matrix here can sit there and actually pull in from down below all the essentia that it needs. Mighty handy. Can I go down one more? I can. One more. Yes. Oh, there's got to be... Oh, there's a little golem in there. Hello. And I'm not sure what these things are. Monolith of experience. Oh, I bet you that sucks up experience. Who are you? You're just a golem. You're so cool looking. And that's a vacuum hopper. So it's got to be a mob farm down here. Oh, I see. Oh, I bet you I know what it is. Probably for wisps, because then you can get all of the various wisps bits that you need. And here, we'll get out of this area. And I love the huge amount of quartz that's being used in this, as well as the marble from arcane sorcery. And this is just a fun biome. We've got the magic woods over there, just plains over here. Definitely a massive amount of work being done, and still being done in the area, by a bunch of 4 really good builders. And back at Spawn Island, and I really do geek out about how good this looks, and I really appreciate the amount of effort that the server build team put into getting this in place. And that's kind of the idea of the server, is to build something nice, as opposed to, you know, a big pile of poo with a bunch of chests. That's not so nice. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, showing off a few bases on the FTOG Feed the Beast Revelation server. And thanks for watching. Bye.